Hello, my beautiful Capricorns, and welcome to your weekly energy check-in reading. It is for the next 7 days ahead. We're just going to jump right in and get started here at the top with this message of fire. I feel like some type of energetic is coming in for you at the beginning of this week, and I feel like it kind of propels the whole week forward. It does seem like this is more of a spiritual type message and more of what's going on within you versus what's going on around you. So I feel like some type of a message or a feeling comes in, and it's one that kind of propels you forward within yourself. It's like feeling comfortable within the self. Whatever this feeling is or this message is, it really is revealing a new part of self or a new facet of self that is going to just propel you forward. I do feel like it has something to do with self-love. We have in the beginning of the week, we have the Queen of Water, and these cards are just beautiful. But the way I'm seeing this is you. And I feel like we have under that unconditional love, we have you standing in your self-love, standing in your power, and really just being. And I feel like it's a sense of being super comfortable with the self, and loving yourself unconditionally. Um, so if we hop towards the middle of the week, we have a messenger of air, which is something of the mind. And then we have ancient wisdom. I do feel like this is something to do with all of the lessons that you've learned thus far on your journey. You're really putting them into play in the physicality. It's like we're taking stock of all of these lessons, learned from heartache, learned from love, and just really condensing them and seeing how they can be used for energetic movement forward, right? With passion and purpose. And then we have here this page of water. This to me feels like the playful child. And I feel like it is something to do with emotions and feeling more open. So whatever this feeling is, I feel like it's opening you up to not only love yourself, but to be able to love others. We have things coming full circle here with totality and then assessment. So this is you just, again, taking stock about how all of these really beautiful experiences have molded you into this really loving, strong, confident person. I pulled one love card for each this week. So it's safe for you to love. It says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I feel like your love is very complete in this week ahead. Not only are you loving everyone around you and nurturing everyone around you, but you're finally making it complete by giving it to yourself, which I feel like is so, so important, especially for your movement forward. I feel like wherever you're going, Capricorn, wherever you're heading, it is somewhere really beautiful. And I feel like I hear it's about time. So I feel like we finally gotten to this level of self-confidence and self-love. And I feel like it's all throughout this week. I feel like before you had to go on that journey, I feel like you hadn't quite found everything you needed inside of yourself and you were actively searching. And I think that's what led you to all of this, actively seeking growth. And then finding stability in that growth. And I feel like, and this goes on into the future. So it goes on into the week after this one and into the future beyond. We do have revelations here. So again, with that ancient wisdom, something coming in towards the middle of the week. I feel like it's just a very clear knowing about self. We have release. So I feel like we've actively released things that don't serve us. Thoughts about ourselves. This could be negative habits or toxic beliefs. Just little things that just we had taken on as our identity that just didn't fit anymore. So we released them. And I feel like we've really come into self this week. It's such a beautiful reading, Capricorn. I feel like whatever you're coming across in your everyday life in this week ahead is going to be met with, I feel like ease and confidence. So whatever you're facing, you're going to meet it head on and in a really beautiful way. So that's what I have for the cards this week. More of a spiritual type feeling to it. So if that doesn't resonate for you, let's pull some charms and see if Spirit has something else they want to add to the week ahead for Capricorn. What do we have for these beautiful Capricorns here? Yeah, I automatically hear tears in love. Again, I feel like this is self-love. I feel like yours has a lot to do with self-love. I feel like perhaps you struggled with seeing yourself clearly, and loving yourself for who you are. And I don't know what situations had made you feel that way, but I do feel like there is the release of that. Again, we have a key, which I feel like, this bit of growth is the key to losing that feeling of low self-worth. You do have a female ancestor here on deck with you. This could be a crossed over mother, an aunt, a grandmother, a close family friend who's crossed over. I do feel like whoever this feminine ancestor is, they're walking with you at this time. I feel like perhaps this ancestor has brought in this level of love and energy. I hear lead by example. So she might have lived her life in a way that showed that she loved herself, or that she was confident in herself and all she had to offer. And I feel like whoever she is, she stepped in to hand you that key so you could live that fullness yourself. Ghosting. It could have had, your self-worth might have been tied in with someone who fled your life. I heard fleeing your life or your energy, and made you feel like less. So that's for some, not for all. Oh, wow. We have masculine ancestor as well. I feel like you just have a lot of spirit on deck for you this week. I feel like helping you unravel bits and pieces of self. Again, another key. I feel like you're being gifted on all sides this week. You could be praying to divine for guidance and clarity. Just know that your prayers are being heard, because you're being gifted with exactly what it is you need to move forward. So in whatever area of life that this is for you, you're being gifted with the keys to move forward. I feel like whatever it is, it brings you warmth and peace. It brings you balance. Again, we have family. Okay, so emphasis on family and guides and divine. You may realize that this week has a very spiritual feeling for you. I just feel like that connectedness is very much alive this week. I hear roots. So this might have something to do with your roots. I'm seeing something about Louisiana, so that's for someone specific. And I also hear French Quarter, so that could be for someone else. I feel like that was a very specific. This is for someone who has a connection to sea turtles, I hear, as well as the peace that flows in. Something about the ocean and the tides of life. I feel like you just realize that the tides in life are bringing you to a new place. a greener shore. I hear a fruitful new beginning, so that's for some. I feel like you'll know if this is for you. I feel like you're I hear on the precipice of moving into a new era of your life, a new vibrational platform for others who are spiritually seeking. I feel like you're actively seeking. It is going to bring in some sweetness in your life. I did hear something about the smell of flowers and the smell of florals. If you happen to get a waft of florals or a waft of perfume, one that's very familiar, it could be an ancestor or a family member that's crossed over that is visiting you and letting you know that they're there for you as well. So that could be for some. I hear fixing parts of self. I hear so the future can be brighter. So we can accomplish hopes and dreams. I feel like there was some type of confidence in self lacking. And I feel like they gave you the keys so you could actively open that door and move forward. I feel like they've given you clarity as well in this, I feel like, area of your life, or for your life in general. I feel like this will be happening this week, but I feel like something really beautiful will come into play between now and I'm seeing through Christmas, through that season, so through winter as well. I feel like even more will come in, more of comfort, something more comforting will come in. And it might be family to share the holidays with, or a new person to share the holidays with. I feel like that's also being gifted to some here. Yeah, that is what I have for you, Capricorn. Really beautiful reading. Really happy for you. So until next time, bye.